that you can experience by stepping into entrepreneurship in the online space. And so I am going to turn it over. Are you guys ready for this? Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to turn it over to our presenters who are going to lay out the first part. And once they're done, then we're going to jump back in to some of these amazing testimonials, and you're going to see how this connects. And I really hope it connects with you. So again, grab that notepad or that pen and paper, whatever it is that you have, and hold on, because I hope that this catches you and surprises you just the way it did us when we watched this webinar years ago. All right, you guys, I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you so much for that introduction. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to everybody out there, wherever you are. My name is Agape, and I've had an amazing day so far, and I hope that you guys have as well. So today, we're going to be sharing with you guys the system that has helped thousands of us to make a good living online. And we're going to spend the next 45 minutes explaining to you guys exactly how you can use that system to do the same thing for yourself. So I'm going to share my slides and go through this whole process with you and my amazing co-host. And while I do that, if you're like me and you like to take notes, go grab your pen, grab a glass of water, and get ready. Write down your notes. And at the end, if you have any questions, let us know. But I'm so sure that at the end of this evening, we would have addressed every concern that you may have about the amazing opportunity that we're presenting to you today. So bear with me as I share my slides. So folks, with everything that has been happening in the world in the last 2.5 to 3 years, there has never been a better time to start a business online. Now, as we know, a lot of people, if you're like me, then you're probably just shopping online. And my question to you is, how much time should you spend already spending that amount of money online? I say it's probably because you need a little bit of help. And this is exactly what tonight is all about. As a business coach, I strongly believe that one of the best gifts that you can give anybody is to help them create their own online businesses. Now, we always say in our community, never start a business just to make money. Start a business to make a difference. So, like I said, we want to help everybody create their own business, one that they can run by themselves to build their dream life. So, in a nutshell, here is how we help people. What we have is a comprehensive program that has been carefully designed for the everyday person. And by comprehensive, I mean that it includes all the sales tools, the systems, the training, and the mentorship with the right product mix to get you plugged in so that you can start to build momentum in your business and start seeing results in the shortest time possible. What I love about this is that it doesn't matter what kind of business background you've got, or even if you have no business background at all, this can absolutely still work for you. Just like it has worked for me and has worked for thousands of people before you. This is the exact same system that my husband and I have been using for the last 4 years that has allowed us to quit our corporate jobs and build a legacy for us and for our kids. And now I'll introduce to you my beautiful co-presenter who is going to assist me to explain how all of this works. You are in for a treat tonight because the person I'm bringing up has been killing it in the online space for the longest time. So, Nina, why don't you come on here and tell us a little bit about yourself and let's get this show on the road.
Wow, thank you so much, Agape. It is my pleasure to be a co-host with you today. Hello, everyone, and greetings to you, wherever it is you're watching from. My name is Nina, and I live in Edmonton, Alberta with my family, as you can see. I am an immigrant who came here to Canada in search of greener pastures with a background in environmental science and banking. My husband and I, we both had good jobs. We were just able to take care of the necessities of life. But soon enough, we were so much in debt, but lived with it like most people do. It was when we were faced with multiple tragedies and the inability to travel back to our home country, Nigeria, due to lack of funds, that was when we had the wake up call. We knew our financial status needed to change. It was then that I looked into the online space because I needed something that I could do even with my job. And like any normal person, I had no prior experience in the online space, but I always knew that it was a thing that I wanted to explore if only I knew how. And this opportunity right here presented itself. I took the leap of faith. And as a believer, I knew God has a way of working things out for me. That if He had brought me to it, He would always see me through it. So far, it's been the best decision of our lives because 18 months later, I was able to quit my job. Now I'm able to do the things that I love, like spend time with my kids, go on their games. It even helped me get out of debt. I was in a 60K debt prior to being in this business. Now I enjoy flexibility at its best, afford vacations that I couldn't do prior to starting this, and I have been able to give back to family and friends and to our ministry. Well, that's a little bit about me. Today, this presentation is all about you. So I would like to show you what this webinar is going to cover. Today, in a nutshell, we are going to cover how you can start your own digital business and grow it quickly, how you can begin to make money online efficiently using our automated system, regardless of whether you have prior experience or not. And you may wonder, why are people making the move online? The reality is that people have seen the vast array of choices and convenience that the internet provides, be it buying products or getting services or even being entertained, and its ability to connect with people globally. In fact, the internet is set to break geographical barriers, and I believe it. And that is why people and organizations are leveraging it. So why not you? The internet is still young. It has evolved at an astonishing pace, transforming the way we communicate, the way we shop, the way we access information. And this just happened a few decades of existence. It has already reshaped the industry, created new forms of entertainment and communication, and connected people across the world and impacted lives. Imagine life without the internet.
Exactly, that's right. I couldn't even imagine. Anyway, take a look at your screen, at the people on this slide. These are just some of the people that have been using our system to create extra income for themselves and have gone ahead to quit their jobs. That is right. The people we're showing you today are the people, well, a few of the people who have quit their jobs using our online system. Now, they had a backup plan, right, which went ahead to become their main plan. The reason I believe they became successful is because they were willing to do something that they had never done before. They believed in themselves, and guess what? They took action. I remember watching this same webinar 4 years ago and listening to some of them share their journeys, and I thought, if they could do it, then I can do it too. Now, some of you may wonder, is this for you? But the question I ask you right now is, why not you? If you're tired of going to a job that no longer brings you joy, or you're wondering how you're going to make ends meet, or you've even lost your job, then pay attention to this solution right in front of you. Now, this is definitely for you. If you want to spend more time with your family like a lot of us do, if you want more money to be able to afford the luxuries of life that you desire, now this is 100% me, by the way. I know that I have paid my dues, folks, and I just love the life that I live now. I don't want to buy a car on a loan or put my vacation through my credit card. And this is definitely for you if you want to be able to secure your future and not work for over half of your life in hopes of enjoying your life in your older years. Imagine being able to do that from the safety and comfort of your home. One of the biggest reasons why I transitioned online was to be present in my kids' lives, as I had missed out on most of their growing milestones. Then 4.5 years ago, my son was diagnosed with a chronic illness, and that was when I knew for sure that I couldn't let life continue to happen to me anymore. I had to call the shots. And you know what? Now I wake up and I go to bed feeling very much fulfilled because I was there for every single moment of his life going forward, including building a solid relationship with my spouse. This was something that I didn't have for years and years. Now, having said all this, we must set some realistic expectations for you guys.
Yes, everyone, let's be real here. There is no such thing as easy money. We can't just push a button and make you rich. If there was anything like that, I'm sure so many of us would be rich by now. Neither can we promise you that you will be a millionaire overnight. Why? Because our results are not typical, and neither are we. Our system is proven and tested to convert, but you are the only variable. We will provide you with a turnkey system, but then you have to be the driver of it.
Definitely. Our system is very simple. So let's talk about how you can make this happen. So any business needs a solid foundation, just like building a house. There are fundamental steps that you need to take to ensure that the house doesn't come crumbling down 5 years from now. Same thing in business. There are three key pillars that are going to form the foundation of your online business. First and foremost, you need to have something that people want. Naturally, you would also need a system to introduce that thing to them. Otherwise, how are they going to know that this is available from you? You would also have to find the right people to buy your products. Now, these are very easy to talk about in bullet points, but I tell you guys, there's a lot of training and a lot of research that has gone into how you can achieve these properly. So we are going to give you a glimpse into how our system helps you to actually tick these boxes because, listen, in the online space, they work differently. So let's start them off with pillar number one, Nina.
All right. Pillar number one is finding the product that people want. Thanks to the internet, you can literally buy anything you want at any time of day. As an online marketer, it is an amazing thing to be able to connect people with a product they want and to make commissions from it. Really smart retailers are utilizing people like me and Agape who wants a commission from their sale. And so they have set up what they call referral programs that would pay us a piece of the pie whenever we drive traffic to their site. A few examples of such big retailers are Amazon, Walmart, and eBay. So referral programs get you connected directly with the retailers. These big retailers are leveraging people like me to do the marketing for them. But that's okay because I get paid for it. On the other hand, there are others called affiliate networks like ClickBank, ClickSure, and Commission Junction. They are more robust and offer more products by a variety of retailers. But the one thing you have to note is that they are the middleman between you and the retailer. Therefore, you are splitting your commissions, thereby making less than you would if you work directly with the retailer. So take a look at the link below there. You'd see that anything after the .com is the ID of an affiliate. I would want that person to be me and maximize all my profits. Wouldn't you, Agape?
Definitely. And you know what, guys? It is important to note that not all retailers are created equally. And as someone who is plugging into one of these programs, you really want to be sure that you're finding a retailer that is stable, one that has set themselves up so that they can go through tumultuous times like what we went through in the last few years. And there are people out there that are doing exactly that. And you want to make sure that you are international because if you're going to work online, then by definition, you are international. You can't just bank on the fact that you will walk out the door and find your customer, right? Because we're talking online here. Now, here's another thing. Just as not all retailers are created equally, not all affiliate programs are created equally. You want to be able to cut out the middleman and work directly with the retailer. But we want to make sure that we're finding a retailer that has a very generous, very lucrative affiliate program that will pay you the most possible commission that you can find out there. And guess what? We have done that for you. Now, let's talk about the next exciting pillar.
Yes, now we have to find a way to sell the product. With the sale of any product, you have two options. You either let people come to you, or you are going to be going to people, doing things like cold calling, chasing your contacts, or hosting network events. Well, with the sales funnel, we are letting them come to you. I will let Agape explain it more because the sales funnel is an amazing system here.
Yeah, let me tell you, I absolutely am obsessed with the sales funnel. You know, a lot of people talk about this thing, but not many people actually know the power of the sales funnel. What we are describing here to you guys is how the internet has put the power back in the hands of the consumer. It's not about pushing anything to anybody these days or convincing anybody of anything. You can make a purchase, a major purchase, by the way, from your phone, even before you get out of bed. But the way you do that is what we want to make sure that you understand. Now, has anybody out there noticed, and I'm sure this is becoming more and more popular with everybody just having this knowledge, that the moment you begin to talk about something or you're interested in a topic, and then suddenly you open Facebook or Instagram or any of the other platforms, then suddenly an item suddenly pops up in front of you through an ad, right? So it looks as if, or it feels as if your phone or your laptop or whatever is constantly listening to you. That is the world that we live in these days. Now, these platforms, they are really good at laying these trails of breadcrumbs for you to follow. And the technology that goes into this is this fascinating technology that we're talking to you about today. So Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, they are providing businesses with a way to find the right people. And just as Nina said, we're trying to attract the right people here. So you don't have to go looking for anybody. Instead, through this amazing sales funnel, they find you. The beautiful thing about the sales funnel that we set up for you is that our system is waiting for your leads at the end of this trail of breadcrumbs that I spoke to you about. So basically, people find you through the different platforms, and then your sales funnel that we built for you is this beautiful automated system that engages these people on your behalf so that you don't have to do it yourself. Now, what does this mean? It means that you have your time back. It means that you don't have to spend every single moment of your life talking to leads in the hope that someone will convert to being a customer. It means that you provide the customer with everything that they're looking for to make an informed decision in their own time. Remember, people like to feel like they have power making these decisions online. But we have put these things systematically in front of them. Yes, they feel like they have the power, but we know the end game of this. Okay, now this sequence happens 24/7, regardless of whether you're sitting in front of your phone or in front of your computer. So your leads are getting the same standard of service all day long and converting to becoming your customer. So we're not teaching you to work harder here. We're teaching you to work smarter. And that is what dictates success in the online space as of today. When you have a system like this that is up and running, it's hard not to feel like you're printing your own money.
I know, right? You can imagine having a system like this working for you while you sleep. So sure, if you have a sales funnel that works like it should, it is like putting a fraction and getting a whole number. That is why we say, would you trade a $5 bill for a $100 bill?
Exactly. And honestly, I can guarantee you that every single successful business online right now is using some sort of automated sales funnel or system. And I can bet you that probably the number one reason why most people don't want to work online is because the sales funnel system is just too much to take on by themselves. And listen, I have spoken to a lot of people in the past who have tried to do this by themselves. People get discouraged because they don't have the skill that it takes to build an automated system. And besides, you also need to have a design experience and marketing experience, because on today's social media, it just has to look good, right? It has to grab people's attention. It has to hold their attention. So there's a whole other set of skills that you need just to be able to put this system in place. The average person just doesn't have that. So this is exactly the problem that we wanted to take head on with our platform. And I gotta tell you folks, I think we have nailed it on the head. Because based on the results that I see people getting on a daily basis in our system or in our community that had no prior experience coming into this business, this is pretty mind-blowing. And the reason behind this is that we have built the technology for you so that you don't have to figure it out. In fact, not only have we built it, we also manage it for you. We'll talk about more as we go on here, but all of everything that I have said, combined with the fact that we have this awesome training that shows you what quality traffic is and how to get it so that your sales funnel can start to engage these leads with you and convert them to becoming paying customers. Well, it is some powerful stuff that has gone into this. And with this, it is not hard to win. With this kind of thing, we save people thousands of dollars in development fees and testing fees and taking courses and just focusing on making them a massive income. So most importantly, it helps you guys to avoid a whole lot of frustration in the process. It comes back to this time factor thing, guys. Do you want to invest your critical time in figuring something out in a totally new industry if you don't have to? This is a key question that you need to consider. So knowing that we have built you the system and that we will run it for you, it means that you guys can rest easy on pillar number 2 And let's move on to pillar number 3, which I tell you is even more interesting. So, Nina, show us what pillar number 3 has to offer.
Yes. Now, pillar number 3 is about finding the right people to buy your product. So now we found you the product that people want. We found a way to sell the product using our amazing sales funnel. Now we need the right people to buy this product. And like we said, it is the fun stuff right here. So it is not just about driving traffic, but having quality traffic. For sure, I would prefer to have one quality lead that results in a purchase than 1,000 leads with nothing to show for it.
Exactly. And in summary, here is what we are going to do for you. We're going to come up with the right offer for you to take to your market. And then we're going to give you the system that will present it for you. And guess what? We're going to teach you what high quality traffic is and how you can use it to build your business. And that ultimately is how a successful business owner generates revenue online or even offline. If you're really going to be successful as a business owner, you've got to understand that you're really just helping people. You're providing a simple solution to the needs that you have identified, and that equals massive revenue. And we know it works because, well, you're here. Now, whatever it was that you were looking for online, maybe you were just scrolling aimlessly like I used to do in the past on your social media feed, or maybe you were looking for a solution or answers. An advert popped up on your screen offering you a solution, and you decided to check it out. And you registered on their website, and here you are attending this webinar. Now, find a need, provide a solution, and you will have a customer for life. That is what we do here with our 3-step system. I have coached many people in the past few years, and universally, people just want 3 fundamental things. They want a flexible way to work, they want more money, and they want more time to spend with their loved ones. And guys, our system is the solution to those needs.
Oh, now you know. The secret is out. Now you know how thousands of people like me and Agape are using our exact 3-step system to create an economy for ourselves online. And you may think it's easy, that you know how to do this, and we are not moved if you decide to go do this on your own. Why? Because we are sure that you are bound to have 2 major problems. First, you will spend countless hours trying to figure out and learn how this paths work and make it work well. And secondly, it will cost you a ton of cash to get it set up, tested, and maintained. I'm talking about over $20,000 for a system built only. So take, for instance, for you to build a sales funnel with all the necessary moving paths, you will need softwares like ClickFunnels, EasyWebinar, and all others. These are all subscription softwares. So in a year, you would be spending not less than $22,000 building something that you don't have. That's why we don't want you to do it on your own. Let us save you the time and the stress by plugging you into our online system that we have developed and been running for the past 6 years with lucrative products and an amazing training that absolutely works.
And you know what, folks? Not only are you leveraging a system that has been around for years and has been used by tens of thousands of people already, you're leveraging the experience and knowledge of the people using that system, right? And that's huge, especially for those of you who have never owned a business before or done anything in the online space before. If you could reach out to people that are already seeing success in the industry using our system and actually ask them some questions, obviously it's going to help you, right? Not to mention the fact that you could even just surround yourself with like-minded people who are just as excited and passionate as you, people who are trying the same things as you, who mastermind and strategize, share ideas, and learn from each other. That kind of community is absolutely invaluable. You know, there's an old African proverb that I absolutely love. It says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, then go together. I love that because our community has gone so far in such a short amount of time. And it's not because of me or Nina or any one person that you see on this panel. It is because of all of us together, plus all the thousands of people that you don't even see here today. So we've already gone out and done the product research for you. We've built the system for you. We continue to manage the system for you, and we upgrade the systems for you. We have the most comprehensive training that is out there. And we update this training regularly to keep you engaged and to keep you up to date with your business and with our community. We have created that secret sauce here. And now you have everything you need to build a successful business for yourself. So there's just one question left to ask.
Are you ready? Are you ready to change that complacent situation of yours? Are you ready to step out of your comfort zone? Or are you ready to take that leap of faith that others may think you're crazy? If you are, let's tell you how all this works.
Yes. Now, when you join our team, here is what you're going to get. You're going to get assigned a mentor. That is exactly why it doesn't matter if you owned a business before or anything like that. You'll get access to probably the most supportive community that you have ever seen. You will meet other business owners from around the world and forge relationships that are sure to last. We also have weekly masterminds where we share knowledge, information, and strategies. You get to learn from leaders and high flyers in the community so you know what works. We are also going to get our self-guided training site that is step-by-step, which makes it easy for you to follow at your own pace and fit it into your lifestyle. And you're going to get access to our products, which really is critical because of the margin that ours provides. I mean, you could decide to sell facial cleaners all month long, but it boils down to the margins on them to make an actual profit big enough to pay your mortgage or your rent for the month. And we have it all here, all in one place under one umbrella. And the reason this all works so incredibly well together is our mentorship program. We get you plugged in right away and you get on a one-on-one call to discuss your needs and how best you can start and build your own successful online business to achieve your goals. Remember, we said in the beginning, you're the only variable here. You get to decide where you go with this business, but we're here to help you achieve those goals. You are in business for yourself, but you're never by yourself. Your training and mentorship never goes away. It stays with you for the entirety of your business. You will also have, same as everyone, the same 24/7 access to our training site, no matter where you live. All of the resources that you need are in one central place for the advancement of your business and to keep you up to date. You're going to get access to our weekly masterminds and our training. And our training focus on the single most effective marketing tool on the planet today, social media. We all know how much time we spend on social media. Let's not kid ourselves. For many people, this is the only way that you've been able to keep in touch with the outside world since the world shut down years ago. Virtual meetups became a real thing, right? Right now, when you're scrolling on social media, you may have seen some ads pop up on your screen, like tons and tons of ads. These ads belong to some of the businesses who survived the economic downturn during the pandemic, and that's because they were able to reach you in the safety of your own home from the comfort of theirs. Their businesses continue to thrive because of social media. And this is true for my business and for Nina's too. For us, my husband and I saw a huge surge in people needing our help to help them create a lasting business that could last through any economic turmoil. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to be all roses when you start your business. There's going to be some challenges along the way. And you might have some days you really don't want to believe in yourself. And on those days, that's when you're suddenly lifted by those who are around you, your mentor, the community, who have gone that road before, and they truly believe in you. Why? Because they have been there before. They will lift you up, they'll encourage you and remind you that this feeling is only temporary. And it's so amazing to be part of a community of like-minded people who are quite obsessed with your success, and you can see how genuine it is. Our community is what sets us apart. Now, Nina, why don't you come on back here and share your experience with people, because you've been online for like 6 years now, I believe, and it'll be cool to hear what your experience was from the beginning, having no experience, and how now you mentor hundreds and hundreds of people in our community.
Oh, Agape, I am so glad when I joined this business with no prior experience, it was easy for me to get on board. because everything was just, it was just like giving me a blueprint, giving me a map to follow. And that is the same thing that we are going to do with you today, especially when you have a community of like-minded people who are able to support you. And our community is one that believes in each one teaches one. So you are going to be plugged in with a mentor who's going to guide you all the way. And I am more than happy to be a mentor too to many and thousands of people, because this system absolutely works. And it is something that you don't have to do on your own. It is the exact same system that I am using and your mentors are going to be using. So you have no reason to think that anyone is more special than you. This system is what allowed me to quit my job 6 years ago. And now I am living life on my own terms and helping people around the world to do the same. Also, coming from a highly educated background with professors and scholars, never would I have thought that this amazing system will surpass my full-time income and provide me a well-detailed step-by-step training to help me achieve my dreams. I knew for sure I didn't have 22K to spend, let alone the time to reinvent a will. So we promised to save you money, and this is it. For a one-time fee of $149 USD, you will have access to our online automated system that could change everything for you. Guys, come on. This is 99.9% discount compared to the 22K.
Definitely. And you heard that right. It is a one-time fee. That's probably the most important sentence of this entire night. Guys, we're not looking to sign you up to some kind of cheesy subscription program. We're just looking for people who are willing to invest 149 USD in their future. And for any one of you who has ever considered starting a business, this for sure is remarkably cheap. And the reason we're able to keep it cheap is we leverage what we call volume buying. You're benefiting from the massive number of people that join us on a daily basis. So when you click that button that says join our team, here is what happens. We don't want to rush you through this process. We don't believe in creating this false sense of scarcity that a lot of webinars are famous for doing. We want you to do this in your own time, when you're comfortable doing it. We'll send you an email. The very first link in the email is the most important one, because when you click on that, you're going to watch a series of training videos that are going to guide you through everything that Nina and I talked about tonight, completely in depth. This is where we're going to introduce you to our amazing products. You're also going to find out how to make money. And boy, let me tell you guys, you won't be able to stop when you get going with these videos, because we threw in some advanced strategies in there to help you grow your money even faster. Now, as you go through these videos, we'll also add you to our private community on Facebook, where you can start to meet other business owners from around the world. You do this at your own pace, and you can watch the videos as many times as you like with whomever you want. And when you're ready, just go ahead and schedule that one-on-one call with your strategist. This part is very exciting, because this is where you and your strategist will discuss how best you can start to work towards achieving your goals right away. Now, I must take a moment to talk about our core values here: integrity, trust, and respect. These values are what sets us apart, and they are at the forefront of our diverse community. This system, along with our community, was designed with everybody in mind. It doesn't matter who you are. The only thing that matters here is if you believe in yourself. If you're ready to push yourself outside your comfort zone and try new things, if you're ready to hold yourself accountable, to be true to yourself, and to work constantly on your mindset, push through your self-limiting beliefs and barriers, then let me tell you, we can help you open up your world in ways you could never imagine. So, this is it. The chance of a lifetime. It doesn't matter where you live or whether you have experience or not, we will help you build a successful global online business. You don't need to have a business background or any technological skills. I tell you, our training is as step by step as it is very thorough in helping you move from the ground up. You can avoid all the mistakes that people make when they're trying to start something new, because guess what? We have done all the legwork for you. Now, Here again are the faces of the people in our community who took a chance with her system. Imagine for a moment never having to work for anyone again. They have been able to quit their jobs to focus on what truly matters for them. I mean, ask me. I have been boss free now for 3 beautiful years, and I'm living the life that I always dreamed of. Now, we're not saying that you all should jump on board and quit your jobs. You may be somebody who really truly loves your career and you want to do this on the side. That is great too. We're only sharing with you what most people absolutely love, and they love the freedom that comes with being their own bosses. So, if 149 could change your life, wouldn't you think it was worth it? Nina, one more time, let's get you back on here to share with people what they get with us when they join us today, and also how this is a completely secure transaction.
Yes, it is a secure transaction, and your 149 gets you access to our products that pays great commissions. It also gives you access to our social media marketing training, our mastermind and mentorship, as well as our automated system and branded sales funnel to help you run your business effectively and efficiently and to begin to generate income. I know that it's quite a lot to take in. Believe you me, I can feel it. But because we are people who understands the need for you to digest this properly, we are offering you a 30-day money-back guarantee. However, one thing you must note is that we are compensated for our time from the 149. And so once a call is done with you, you no longer qualify for a refund. But if you choose not to continue after a payment is made, just request for your refund, guys. Like Agape said, we are people of integrity. You would have your refund within 30 days. As long as you did not have your call, you would get a full money back. It is that risk free. I'm so glad that I started this business when I did. Otherwise, I would still be broke. I would be a broke Betsy by now, or could have filed bankruptcy because I was drowning in debt, and I never knew of a way to get out of it other than starting this business. And I'm so glad I did because I have quit my job now, like Agape, 3 years and counting, and it's been the best decision of our lives. My husband and I have built our relationship much better than it would have been because we always spent time changing jobs and going to our jobs every time of the day and not having time to spend with ourselves and the kids. But with this business, it has given us our lives back. And I do believe that you're going to hear more testimonies from the panel just below us here, because these are the testimonies that really made me take that leap of faith that if these people can do it without any prior experience, why not? People from different backgrounds, different careers, different ages, why not you? So from me and Agape, we say thank you for joining us for your time. It is a pleasure, and we hope to see you on the inside.
Fantastic. You ladies always do such an amazing job being able to lay that down. And thank you for taking time to be able to just walk us through step by step. And so, you know what, maybe that's a lot of information for you, all at once coming at you. And I hope you did, jot down some notes. But isn't it amazing when you realize that there is a possibility to be able to leverage the exact same space that pretty much every successful business that we know of is using? I mean, this isn't some kind of a strange, secret, dark room kind of, business venture. The reality is these are the tools that all of these successful businesses that we buy from on a regular basis are using. But the question has always been, how do we begin to leverage that? How do we get into that? How do we get connected with that? I'm telling you that $149 that we paid is just, it's hard to believe that it offered us everything that we have experienced over the last 6+ years as we've been building our business. And the nice thing is we get to continue to build it, and we get to build it at the pace that we want to. And so I now have an entire community of tech people, working behind the scenes to help my business grow. So my wife and I can enjoy the things that we want to enjoy and know that that is functioning. And then the training, guys, it's phenomenal. The access that we have to be able to learn things step by step, to walk us through all the things that seem so complicated and almost impossible to be able to learn without some kind of a degree or something. The training takes you through step by step. Listen, we have connected with and are working alongside now people in their 20s all the way up into their 70s who have connected and have learned how to actually function in the online space and to connect with other people who are looking to do the same thing. And so our desire is to be able to give you access to that. So that 149, I'm telling you, it is a chance of a lifetime to be able to get connected, to be able to start in that process and get connected with a community of people just like these ones here that now we're going to have an opportunity to be able to hear from. And so I hope that you have time to, don't skip out at this point now if you're thinking, hey, that's the end of it. It's testimonies like these that made a difference for my wife and I when we stepped into an online business, with our family. This brought it home for us. And so, Jay, I hope that you're willing to step on and share some of your journey now as we continue on this second part.
Hello, everyone. I'm really honored to be here tonight, and I want to thank you for your time as well. My name is Jay Way, and I live here in Ontario, Canada with my husband. And if you were to tell me 5 years ago that I would be running a digital business, I probably would smile politely and then kind of deep down say, not me. Well, I was an educator for 30 years, and as much as I love teaching small minds, young minds, I should say, I just felt like I was not living my life the way I wanted. The time freedom to, explore, to travel. And I felt like time was slipping away. And with retirement in the near future, I knew I had to do something to change the way I earned, but I didn't know where, and I didn't know how. So you see, there was a point in my life that I really started asking myself questions. Was I truly living the life that I wanted? Was I trading my time just to make ends meet? And was I going to have to keep shrinking my dreams? And was I set up for retirement? The scariest part was that was no. And I was doing everything right. I was working hard. I was showing up, but I still felt stuck. And I just felt like I was never getting ahead. I was working hard and nothing really to show for it. I had big dreams, but they really weren't matching my reality. And the idea of doing the same thing for another 14 years was really kind of my wake-up call. Some years back, quick little story, my husband was having a lot of back problems. And one morning in particular, he called me in and he said, Jay, I can't feel from my waist down. And my whole world kind of came to a halt. And fast forward, he did have successful back surgery. He can walk again. But it really made me feel like I just didn't want to feel that feeling again, helpless, that I couldn't pay the bills and maybe we would lose everything that we worked so hard for. And it really made me realize how precious time was. And again, was I really living the life that I wanted? So I made the decision, those never again moments. I never again wanted to settle for a life that didn't really light me up. I didn't want to trade all my time and energy and have nothing left for me. I was 48 at the time when I was looking at, changing my life. And I didn't want fear to keep stopping me for exploring something new. And I didn't want to feel helpless knowing that I couldn't pay those bills if my husband couldn't work. So I turned to the online world, totally out of my my wheelhouse. I knew everything was going there. I didn't live under a rock, but I came across this 90-minute workshop, and something inside me said, "This is it." It just made sense. It was a proven, legitimate system, and something that could really fit into my life. Fast forward 5 years later, I have a business now that I can run from anywhere, my boat, when I travel on the beach, anywhere there's Wi-Fi, I love that. I love the portability that I can take it anywhere. I was up and running in about 2 weeks, and I just love the idea of setting my own schedule and following the step-by-step training. It was very easy to follow, and I probably spend, sometimes it varies, sometimes 2 hours a day, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little less, but I like the idea of I'm my own boss and I can make my own schedule. So that was really awesome for me. I was able to resign 2 years into my business from teaching. I had 14 years left, so that was a life changer moment right there. My biggest pay week to date was just over 13,000, and my biggest month to date is just over 26,000. But more than that, I have freedom. I freedom to say what really matters to me, and the business isn't just about income. It's really about waking up, being excited again, being in control of my time and my energy and my future. And so if you are watching this webinar tonight or today, it's probably because something inside of you is nudging you to, just like it did me. And maybe you're feeling stuck, and maybe you feel like you're burnt out and working so hard, and maybe you're just ready for something different. And here's what I want you to know. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be tech savvy, because I wasn't. You do not need a business background. You have to just have an open mind to learn something new. This platform, it's changed my life. And because I took a chance on myself. And maybe today's the day that you do the same for you. There's no pressure. It's an opportunity to learn more, explore, and see if it fits, you and your family. A wise man once told me, Jay, go live your life. This is not a dress rehearsal. Don't let time pass you by. So, if you deserve, I think at the time I knew I deserved a different life, and you do too. And I just want to thank you for listening to my story, and I really hope it inspires you to take that first step.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much. And you're right. You know what? This is not a dress rehearsal. What a beautiful way to put it. The reality is these are the days that we have, and how we use them is going to be the result that we get. The question always is, what do we do? How do we take that next step? And I love that you found something, that gave you the opportunity to step into a different reality, and that you were brave enough to go for it. So that's fantastic. Congratulations. All right. Nedaseni, are you able to come on and share now?
Yes, of course. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Bula Vinaka, as we say here in Fiji. I'm Nedaseni, and it's been a pleasure to be here once again to share my story with you. I'm a 61-year-old retiree, grandmother to 4 beautiful children, and a mother to 3 adult children. I'm more of like empty nester, staying with my husband, who is a survivor of a stroke. He's been sick for almost 10 years now. He was a school teacher too, just like Jay. I come from an education background, worked as a teacher for 20 years before I became a senior corporate executive officer in one of the companies. And unlike Jay, I got terminated because I wanted to pursue my passion. I was one of the political candidates in Fiji 2 years ago. But I'm so happy that 4 years ago I found this business. But then, I didn't have funds to start my business straight away. But then I thank God that I managed to start my business almost 2 years ago. And I didn't have money, but I was determined to make things work for me. We sacrificed our family asset so that we could start this business. I'm not tech savvy, but I believed in the system. I did not have an inch of doubt when I listened to the webinar, a 90-minute webinar, just like the one that you are watching now. It helped me at that time I knew it was something I could do in preparation for my retirement. I did not want to retire and be useless. Sorry to use that word. I wanted to continue to have a healthy mental well-being, and to contribute not only to my family, also to the community. And especially so when my husband couldn't work, when I left my work, when I was terminated, my husband wasn't working. Of course, we had traditional businesses, and we've had traditional businesses for about 38 years. And guess what? I got rid of these traditional businesses when I started this digital business. I saw the opportunity in this digital business. I saw the flexibility. I saw the time freedom. And of course, I saw the potential to earn through this business. Low startup costs, low overhead costs, and you can get what you want to get if you just put in your effort. You are consistent, you show up on your business. And that's exactly what I did. So 8 months into the business, I started earning my first 4-figure income. And I thank God. I did not believe that I would receive that much in my first income, but I did. 8 months after I started my business. Well, lo and behold, this business is just so awesome. 16 months into this business, I started receiving my 5-figure income, and I have continued to receive 5-figure income consistently every month as we speak. And this is possible through this digital business. Imagine if I did not take that first step. Imagine if I did not consider, taking that leap of faith. I don't know where I would be now with my husband needing a full-time carer. Now I could afford to pay for somebody to help me. And it is from the comfort of my home. I get to spend more time with him. I get to give him the best quality of life that he deserves. And I'm so thankful. But this business, of course, there are down days too, just as what life is all about. But I'm so grateful to the community. The business community is none like them. I am so grateful to them. I have met a lot of new friends on this online space, and I look forward to meet them face to face come June in San Diego. I am so grateful to God for this opportunity. Not only for me to be able to get new friends, replenish our retirement savings, as well as reaching out to people in my community to show them what is possible in this online space. It's unbelievable, but it is true. And I'm a living testimony that what I am getting from this business can also be yours. If you are watching tonight or this afternoon and you think that we are sharing fake stories, we are sharing the truth with you because we want you to come on board. If you are still double-minded about joining this business, I'm encouraging you. Click that button. Join this platform. You will never regret it. I never regretted it. It's 23 months into my business. Imagine 23 months. And for the last 7 months, I have been receiving 5-figure income consistently. God has opened up the doors for all of us, not only here in Boston, Fiji, all over the world. What an awesome group of people that we work with. Beautiful, lovely leaders who have passion and empathy for all of us. You will not be alone here. And that's what I love the most about this business. I meet a lot of people. I'm not alone. So come on board. We are here to help you. We'd love to mentor you, and we'd love to see you grow and enjoy the life that you deserve. Because you know what? God wants to bless you and us. He wants us to have abundant life. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for availing yourself today. And I want to thank the leaders for giving me the opportunity once again to share my story. Thank you. God bless you all.
I love it. Thank you so much, Melisani, for your passion and for that desire that you still carry for your business. And that's one of the things that my wife and I, like Emma and I, have loved the sustainability of this. We actually co-owned an electrical contracting company for years and enjoyed it, loved it. Time-wise, it was super constraining. When you own your own business like that, well, all of your customers are your bosses, is how it was. And then after that, we stepped into leading a church. I'm a pastor at a church here in our community now. And we love doing that. But I know what it looks like to actually find a real business. And one of the things that we really appreciated about this business was that it was genuine. It's an actual business. It's a business that if you put your time and effort into it, it has great potential to bring great results. I remember the first time we had a 5-figure month years ago, it just blew our minds that it actually worked, because there's so many questions around these kinds of things. But it's a legitimate business that works if you're willing to plug in and make it happen. And definitely working smarter and not harder. Eden, I would love to have you come on and to share some of your journey in this business as well.
Hello, hi, yes. You see me? Yes. Hi, my name is Eden Olave, and I'm so excited to come here. Yes, I have so much to share. I've been loving my life for over 5 years now since I started this business. Oh my God, I was in my 30s, and since then, I never go back to work. I'm so happy. I'm retired at my 30s, and I'm able to retire my husband, who is an IT professional, because of this business. So yes, I'm from the Philippines, and I was living, I came here in Canada as a live-in caregiver, year 2010, and that's all I know. I never worked to any job. I've been working as a live-in caregiver, as a nanny, and I worked in sales when I gave birth to my first son, and I had no, background in running a business, so I'm not good in English because Tagalog is my first language. So when I saw this first time here in Canada, I was pregnant with my little son, and I was ignoring it. I was not interested because I'm contented in my life. We have a house here in Canada. My husband is an IT professional. He's making 6-figure income, and I'm working. So I'm contented with my life. But year 2019, my husband got relocated to the USA in New Jersey. So we moved there. My husband was working, and I became a stay-at-home mom. And I saw this business again. It's popping on my social media, and they're saying that I can do it from home. And I was stay-at-home mom because I have 2 small kids. I cannot afford the childcare. So I'm a hardworking person. I always want to have my own money. I want to be independent. So I said, maybe I can do this business. Maybe I can try, even though I'm scared because it's online. I never work online. I'm not good in computer. So I look into it. I want to learn more. I watched the webinar just like this, and I was so inspired watching these people telling their story. And just like we're saying, oh my God, I said 60 years old, 61 years old can do this business. I said, oh my God, I can do it. If they can do it and they are successful, I can definitely do it. I can learn. So yes, I just one replay I watched, and I didn't watch the live. I watched the replay, and I just jumped in right away. I just clicked that button, and I just started my business. And that was the best thing that happened to my life, because yes, in just over a year, we're able to buy a house in New Jersey. We're so happy. We're not renting anymore. And I make more money than my husband. I'm always jealous. He's making 6 figures, and I'm making, minimum. So I start making more, and we're able to buy another house here in Canada. I'm back here in Canada, and then we retired. I retired my husband. We go to Philippines. My kids, we have 2 kids. I relocated my kids in the Philippines. They are now enrolled in international school in the Philippines, which I'm paying 6-figure in tuition fee in Philippine peso. That's 135,000 peso, just the tuition fee for 2 for two boys. So that 135 each is that costs a lot of money. But knowing this business is just, is so awesome. And we're building a huge house in the Philippines with swimming pool. I'm just so excited for the life that I have now. We are traveling back and forth USA. Here in Canada, we are Canadian citizen. I'm dual citizen. I'm Filipino citizen and Canadian. We are a green card holder in the USA. I feel so blessed. And, in the beginning, I was so scared because of this business. I have no experience. I don't know how to run. I'm not good in English. But, once you take action, it will just happen. You will just, if you have a big dream, if you have a great vision and you have a clear vision, you know what you want. And the help is there. You are not alone. You have a mentor to help. We are a community who help each other, lift each other. So yes, even I don't have experience, I'm able to succeed and I'm able to live my life on my own terms. Next week, I'm gonna be cruising. We book a special cruise, me and my husband, because we are here in Canada. My two kids are in the Philippines. My mom are taking care of that. That's the beauty. Now I said, because before when we're living here, my kids are here, only me. Like we have no family here. It's always me. Yes, I'm working from home, but still my kids have homework. I have to help them. I have to do the house chores. I have to cook. I have to do everything. And I said, why I have to stay here if I can live in the Philippines and I hire people who can cook for me, who can do the laundry, who can, do all the chores for me, and I can just focus on this business. Because the beauty of this business, guys, you just need the internet and you just need your cell phone or your laptop and you can bring it anywhere you go. And that is why, I recommend it to everyone because I'm so proud to share this business to all. Because yes, next week I'm going to Bahamas, to Caribbean, to Antilles, and we're just gonna, for 8 days, we're gonna be in the cruise and this business continue to run, continue to give me 5 figures, 6 figures income, and then we're flying back to the Philippines. So yeah, that is my life right now. Imagine I'm just 40 right now and I'm already retired. My husband is retired. So guys, if you want to live your life in your own terms and you want to retire early, so take action. This might change your life. If I'm a caregiver, simple person who don't know English so much, when I started this business, and I love the personal development because I'm happy and confident and I'm able to help a lot of people, able to, give to community. So yes, if you love yourself and you want more in your life, so take action. That's it for me. Thank you.
That's fantastic. Wow. Thank you so much. You know what that is? It's a picture of the freedom that you have when your business goes with you. Instead of you always having to stay where your business is or use hours where you're scheduled to be, you remove that, and then, wow, there are so many things that are possible. Tashi, I'm going to get you to come on and share some of your journey with us as well.
Well, yeah, that's me. So I really got engrossed in Eden's and Melissa's story and forgot mine now. So hello from Melbourne, Australia. I'm here in Melbourne right now for our Australia-wide in-person meet convention. So it's the biggest grow and gather in Australia happening for business partners in our community in Australia-wide. We have speakers from all over the world coming here in person meeting. So excited. I also have a roommate here, a co-business partner. So yeah, but I think just to introduce myself, I'm Tashi, mother of 3 beautiful children and originally from Bhutan. I live in Brisbane, Australia. And initially, I came here in 2019 to do my second master's degree in information science. And when we came here, my girls were only 2 children. Then girls were 4 and 2. So living without the help of family, away from your relatives to help you support your family is very hard. And more than that, living without away from your parents, so your aging parents back home, when they need me, I'm sorry, so that's even harder. So those are the reasons actually why I started looking into. Initially, I looked for working from home kind of jobs, and I started googling work from home, and then lots of search. Like when we enter something in the browser, lots of then all your social media feeds is flooded with all the work from home business ideas, and I ended up trying and testing a lot of business. So what happened was in 2018, early on, I was initially working for as a domestic cleaner when I was studying, and then to have flexible time freedom around my to work around my school going children's around the school timing, because in Australia school finishes by 2:30. That's like midday, and then there are 4 terms break. So it is your children are more at home than at school. So I was always looking for flexibility. And when I started looking for that online business, online working from home, like data entry kind of job, I found lots of online business opportunity flooded on my social media feeds. And as a result, I ended up trying a lot of, also invested in cryptocurrency, lost some money. But all those experiences gave me lots of experience in figuring out what's scam and what's not scam, and looking at the legitimacy of the business, and taught me lots of good lessons. So when I finally saw this early 2019, I knew it. It was it. I knew this business was going to work for me. But I also then, because say it like bad experience from my failed venture in the past, I tested this. So just like our Nina and Gabby said, the presentation before also said we can refund then it was $99, said we can refund the $99. So I paid $99 and immediately asked for refund. Just testing, I was testing the system, and they gave my money back. After a few days, it was in my bank. And then I was okay. It's like actually it's what they said they were doing. It's done. So I got my money back. I put back again. So to now really try the webinar, all that, the second step, and there was no going back. And 5 years, September 2019. So more than 5 years now, I'm still doing this. So grateful heart for doing this with all the great people in this community, and the benefits of the business is actually the first month itself. Within the first month, I was able to earn $130 Australian dollar, and that was enough proof that this business works and going to have a potential to earn. And then it kept on getting better and better, and I got what I wanted, the time freedom. So when COVID happened, everyone was worrying about losing their jobs and losing income, and people were talking about how to apply for asking for benefits from government because they were affected. They lost their jobs. They were locked inside their house for a long time, whereas my business thrived against that pandemic condition and everything. And I was earning income. I said I don't qualify for government subsidy because I already have good income coming in. And then after that, I conceived my third baby. So my husband says, credit this my first 2 years daughters. So third was son, and he credit this son to my business, online business. He said, your online business gave us son. But yeah, what happened was I was diagnosed gestational diabetes. Because I wasn't so active and all that, but that's another story. But then what I was able to do with the business was I had a very stress-free pregnancy. I can manage my health condition without stressing out about income or going back to work, because there were lots of tests and eating on diet control and in the small portion every now and then, and I could manage that because of the online business. And when my son was actually born, I was able to work from hospital bed, and then I had income because of that. My husband, I had C-section, so my husband could take extended break from work for like 1 month. So I could take 3 months complete rest in the bed until I was able to do everything on my own. So he was helping me do a lot of work from home and taking long leave and all that. Because of this business, it was possible. I could exclusively breastfeed my son for 6 months, which was not the case when I was working 9 to 5 back home in Bhutan. Both the girls were fed only for 4 months, and then I could keep my son home until he was ready to learn in daycare. So he only started daycare after he was in kindy, pre-kindy. I didn't have to send him when he was baby to the daycare and worry about some other big children stepping on him or hitting him, all that. There was no worry like that. It was so good, and I'm so grateful for this business for giving me the stressful life that I have now. And if you are a mom or planning to be mom or planning for a family or planning for a second child or anything under the sun with mom, I'm the living example. Just like Maricina said, I'm the living testimony of the having flexible mom life here, enjoying this. And I always feel like initially I felt like I'm selling something. Now I feel like I'm helping people, because if you are able to get into this business and enjoy this one, I know how many business partners help and thank each other who introduced this business to somebody, because now I'm also in the service of helping people, moms especially. I focus on mom because I, as a mom myself, I know how much moms struggle trying to wear all those different hats, trying to be best mom, trying to be doing the household chores and all that. And you can do that, all that, give your children best of both worlds. You can now also feel like, as a mom living in another country, I feel like this is exactly what you need, and there's no risks. You definitely get your refund, like I said, so give it a go. Thank you.
That's excellent. No, it's true. These are the practical things of life, right? The desire to be a mom, to spend time with your family, I was a big part of our journey. I was working full time at the time as a pastor, and Emma was thinking, maybe I need to go back to work. She's a licensed professional counselor, a psychotherapist, but her desire was to continue to homeschool our children, which she has successfully done all the way through. But yeah, that freedom, that choice is one of those things that is a luxury we don't often feel that we have. But this is an opportunity for you to be able to have that choice, and you can choose to check it out. And it is risk-free, because for 30 days, you can ask for that $149 back, and 100% we will send that back for you if it's not for you. Maria, would you come on and share some of your journey as you've stepped into the online space? I'll just get you to unmute your microphone. If you could unmute that, and then that way everybody will be able to hear your lovely story. Thanks. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Thank you. It's a blessing. It's a pleasure to be here sharing to you and the whole world my journey as a digital business owner. Why start your own digital business? Why? Why did we do it? Why not tomorrow? Why not next month? It's because opportunity knocks only once. And there is no rewind in life. No. Once today is gone, you cannot rewind it, right? It's gone and it's gone. And tomorrow will be different. My name is Maria Santos. I am from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, originally from Bicol, Philippines. Doing this webinar, I am in the Philippines right now. 6 months in the Philippines, not worrying about a boss to fire me when I'll go back to Canada. This is how amazing this business is. I just like everybody else, anyone else who joined this business. They want time, freedom, and flexibility as I do. I have been working as a nurse. I nursed in Tupperware and Edmonton, Alberta for decades. I am a mom, a grandma, a wife, a sister to my brother and sisters. So why did I join this business? It's because I want a freedom, time, flexibility. I don't want to work the rest of my life. If in case I retire just like what I did last October 2024, I retired and become a full-time digital business owner. Why? I don't want to be doing the nursing job just like I've been doing decades. For years and years and years, I was dreaming to do what I want, the freedom that I want, just like now, that I can hop from island to island to island without worrying of anybody that will run after me when I go back, right? So it's all started by watching the live complimentary webinar. I said, when I watched the invitation that watch the live complimentary webinar, I was just kind of maybe or maybe not, right? Is it real? Is it true? Yes, I have that question at the back of my head. But you know what? I clicked that button and joined and watched the webinar, and I was amazed at what I'd seen, that those people in the webinar, presenting in the webinar, they are enjoying their life. I said, I want that too. They retire in an early age, and I want that too, but it's not early, not young age, you know. I am already 70 years old, and I am doing this business. Nobody can stop me. Only God will stop me to do this, run this business. I watched that webinar. I do my own diligence, research, and I pay the $149 and everything. Then bingo, I get into the business, right? I retired and I fly to the Philippines, wherein the business is running. Even though I am in the ocean, there is an automation that works in the background that does the business for me. The training, even though in the Philippines, I have access to all the system that is supposed to be accessed, and it is unlimited. Of course, you know what? It is my decision to do whatever I'm doing right now, and I never look back. That was 3 years back. I never look back. If I didn't join this business, what I'm really gonna do when I retire, just like now? No, I cannot be just traveling. But the beauty of this business is it keeps me going. It keeps me active, in alert, in helping people just to join this business. There is a way to work smarter and not harder. All you have to do is give it a try. Click that button, and then we will help and guide you how to be one of us. Back to you.
Fantastic. You know what? I love that you stepped into something that so many people would say, hey, that's for a younger generation. The reality is, anybody who wants to learn will learn whatever they want to learn. Most anybody in life will get the things that they truly desire. That's a reality. And so if this is something that you're looking for, if this is something that you want to be your reality, it can be your reality. And the community and the training that is provided here can walk you through step by step, have your business up and running. Just like Maria was saying, there's an automation to it, which is beautiful. When my wife and I spent our anniversary in Texas, in this beautiful place just on the Gulf of Mexico, the business was still running. And we were just enjoying ourselves. We took our family for 2 weeks and went down to parts of Florida. And this past spring, well, the business was still running. We just attended to bits and pieces of it that we wanted to while we were away. But you don't have to put everything on hold to enjoy the rest of your life. Being able to tap into systems like these gives you that freedom. And so, again, it's a matter of clicking the button to find out, getting the business details, the specifics, and you can explore it, check it out. And really, hey, this is just an invitation, and that's how this whole thing functions. Dana, would you come on and share some of your story with us as we get close to wrapping up for this evening?
Oh, yes. Thank you so much. I love, Maria, your energy. Thinking, oh my God, how can I get after that? But I love hearing all the stories tonight, and I feel so honored and grateful to be among these dreamers and action takers tonight, right? I'm Dana. I'm a mom of amazing teenagers. I've been a corporate worker working in IT for over 25 years now. I'm originally from Romania, but I moved to Ontario, Canada in search for a better life, right? Like many of you, many of us, I left family, friends, everything familiar behind in order to build a better life for my family, right? A more secure future. And me and my husband, we did work hard. We got into a solid routine and we built a life that I was really proud of. But one that was completely dependent on one single salary or two salaries, right? Mine and his. And like someone who works in IT, both of us actually, I do know how fast things can change and how little control you have over that, right? What if my job disappeared tomorrow? That was the thought that was in my mind. And that's when I realized that I don't really want to wait for the crisis to happen, right? I don't want to wake up one day, it's like, oh, we don't have a job, now what do? I really wanted that safety net, something that could give me options and something that, I could control. I have control over those options. So something that, don't get me wrong, I love my job. I like what I do and I'm good at it, but I also love traveling. And I don't want to keep asking someone else for permission of, want to take vacation, how much time to spend with my family. I really wanted more control over my time. So I think that's when this business came into my life. Like, like all those things, it happens for a reason. So it happened for me at the time when I guess I was ready. And honestly, I think it was on a Saturday. I saw it on someone's feed, on my feed, and I didn't wait it for the live webinar until Tuesday. I watched the reply and I say, yep, that's it. I pay $149 before it even finished. Why? Because I saw the potential. I was skeptical. Oh yes, I was. But I also was more curious. So my curiosity was bigger than my skepticism. I'm on IT, right? I work online all the time. I see all the promises that are happening out there, but I saw the potential on this one. And it checks all the boxes for me, right? It fits into my busy life. I can run it from anywhere. It doesn't require hours at a time, right? If I have 10 minutes between two of my meetings, I can check on my business. And it comes with the step-by-step training. I don't have to pay a coach. I don't have to figure out what training to do, what's my next step. So for me, it was just, the answer to my prayers. Exactly. If I would have to put all the things down there, I don't think I would have, find all the boxes that the business checked for me. And what actually, once I started doing the business, what I didn't expect was the personal growth, right? The feeling that I learned so much and I learned so much about myself and I discovered my creative side that goes, hand in hand with my tech background. So suddenly, I have like a new sense of purpose every morning. And let me tell you, that first paycheck, it wasn't even the amount that was so important. It was the proof. If I could make $1,000 online today, I could make 2,000 tomorrow, 3,000 next month, right? So it was the proof that would show what others are showing me, right? They've done it, but now I've done it. So that's why I'm here tonight, to help others, same like I was helped, right? To be that door that opens someone's gates. And that lights me up every day to see how others, get to find this opportunity, and that will change their life too. So for those of you watching, and I hope all these stories inspire you, but if not, then think of it. A year from now, you may wish you had started today. So you don't need to wait for the perfect time. Just need to take that first step, right? It's scary. We all know it's outside of your comfort zone. I'm sure it is, but guess what? That's where we all grow, right? So You already have all that it takes. We just need to take that first step, which is very easy because if you are here already, then the first step is the next step is easy. Just click that button, as Maria said. So that's all from me. Thank you, Jim and everyone.
Thank you very much. And you know what? To be able to hear it from people who are working in the online space already as part of their career is reassuring. I know for myself, I think I watched this webinar about 6 times, if I'm going to be completely honest, before I actually said, we're going to do. Actually, it wasn't even me. It was that last time when I finally dragged, my tablet in beside my wife and said, but you've got to see this testimony. You've got to, either these people are the best actors and actresses or whatever, because they're stumbling over the words. They seem so genuine, or they're real people on the other side of this. And so she said, just pay them out and let's find out what's going on. And the rest is history. And for us, it's been years now. We're so thankful for this community. All right, to round us out tonight, Kia, would you come on and share some of your story and your passion in terms of what it is that you did when you stepped into this online business?
All right. Hi, everyone. Or my name's Kia, or oh my goodness. Thank you for, you guys just so inspired me on this incredible, your own journey. Oh my goodness. I just so nervous in here, but anyways, I've been to business 1 year. So, I end up home. I gonna speak my little introduce myself. Then after that, I gonna speak the rest English, but I know a lot of people, they're watching me. So, I will speak my own language little, couple, maybe 1 minute, so I will do that. And hello, nhớ rung sửa or nhớ rung trốn đi sửa đi chữ mua lu sửa hở cho là sai của mình nó theo the nó của nó béo kia của ý linh sai mong của ý tu đi chỉ mong theo của do ý linh gì tu mi nhỏ theo thì lúc nào họ online họ nó and you just don't try to hook it and I'm not yet. And my one goes, my name is Kia. I know why I'm on a 4. And I end up 4 times stay home on, and I run the business 4 times. And I always say this, under online business of 4 times. I know you guys been in the business a long time than me, but I am the stay home on, and I run the business 4 times, not just like, I work into, in the corporate world, like 8 or 10 hours, but this business willing to give the freedom time for me to work in my own turn, and only working for 3 and 4 hours on this business. So there is the beauty on this online business that I truly loving about in this. And I hear that all my panel here be all telling that this is so amazing, this online business. And I will go quick and making my journey very quick because I'm making short. So why? Because I start this online business and I say yes to the opportunity because I've been come stay home mom for the past 2.5 years. And my life was the same because, stay home moms is the best, thing that, we all parents love to be, stay home, take care of kids, be there or kids milestone and be there at the school, and they need everything about a mom and dad, but I had the best solution that I become stay home mom, but I missing one thing in my life that I had to find something to change, right? So even I'm stay home mom, I had to find something to build the future that I wanted. I want to build something that I always dream about, That's why I had to find something different to myself to change my life. And, that's why when I found this online business in social media, and I just oh my goodness, and do this and being a choose, I found one of my sister in home, she's like me. And I just, watching sign to my name and my email, just like I watching our workshop right now, and I had to take the lead of it. And I had to tell myself, maybe there's something that I've been asked, I want to earn for home and still be more time with my kid because I don't want to go back to the corporate world working 9-to-5 job and sacrifice my time out there, and that's why I found this online business. And I had to, not just only you guys watching us tonight, I was so scary, just like Jen said. I watched this webinar 3 times until I take the action. And until I paid, the 149 and clean the bottom that we all asked you to do. Because, I've been watching and everyone so inspired me. And I had to ask myself, do this is real true? Do this real change people life? And I had to ask it to myself, and because there is about me, I don't have to ask anybody permission slip like, hey, I want to do this business. I found this business online. What's your recommend? Should I go in or should I back up? I did not ask anybody because I had to ask myself. Everything is become for myself and believe in me, right? So that's why watching more than 3 times on this, workshop. And I just like, let's click the button, pay the $149, take the next step. And that's how I am today, guys. Oh my goodness, I'm like changing on this opportunity, this business. And you guys know when I end up stay home mom, or you guys stay home mom, right? We did not get any penny of pay at all, right? And I truly heartbroken that I did not see my paycheck coming in when I stay home, become stay home mom for 2.5 years. And when the first day, and when I said yes, take the opportunity, take the next step, pay the $149, and change my life, and never looking back. I'm thankful for myself. I'm so grateful that I made the right decision to myself, because the $149 can change everybody in his or life, right? And that's why I say, oh my goodness, $149, you never lose. You always win. There's something that you never imagined. So that's why I'm here today. And I just ended business 1 year. I just celebrate 1 my year for March, and I'm so grateful that wow, there is the life changing, and I see the potential on this business. Truly amazing, truly a blessing, abundant that I never ever found in my life, because it's true. It's great to be true. It's really true. We are here. We are the real people. We are the real result. We are the real, happy success. And that's how we are here. And when I got paid check, come into the mail, put my name, my signature in there. I'm so grateful that it's been the past 2.5 years. I did not see my check come into put my name there, and I finally found it, and I got paid almost $5,000 just only 1 month. 1 month, almost $5,000. That is so blessing that I never imagined, and because they auto check to my bank, I'm so grateful today. Take the little faith, and the $149 can change your life forever, and you never want to looking back. And back to you, Jens. Thank you, and watch out.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. Listen, I hope that this is something that has inspired you tonight, today, or this morning, wherever you are, because that's our desire. Our desire is to open your eyes to something that is possible. And I know I get excited about it every time we do this, just because it is an invitation and it's an opportunity. It's a business that is an opportunity for you to access something that is otherwise maybe too difficult to step into, but it's also something that you get to offer to others, when you get to equip and release other people to experience that same benefit. Because as you learn, then you can also help other people learn and unlock something for them and their family. That is a blessing and an answer to a real need for you. And so I'm excited, because I know that there are many people already that we can see who are actually clicking on that button, and they're paying that $149 tonight. And so for us, the excitement in that is that now there have been emails sent out to so many who are going to be able to go through the details of what this looks like for them, to be able to get a link, to be able to schedule a call with a coach, to be able to actually have a conversation and say, how does this fit into my life? Help me understand how this goes. You do not have to do this alone. It is your own business, but again, you do not have to do it alone. And I know that was a major blessing for us. All right, so before we go, I just want to clarify one thing, because I know that as some are going through already, sometimes there are different names and email addresses that get put in to the form when they pay the $149. And maybe that's happened to you, and maybe you clicked that button today and you realize, hey, you know what? The initial email that I gave to be able to get a link to this webinar, or maybe even the name that I used, is different than what I just did today. And lots of people do it for lots of different reasons. Is this a scam? Is it just going to be sending me all kinds of crazy stuff? But the reality is we want to be able to connect you on the other side of what's going on here. And so if that's you, maybe use a different name or different email when you register and pay the $149. I want you to reach back out to that person that you connected with at the beginning. And just let them know, hey, you know what, I used a different email. Maybe it's an email that you need access more regularly. Totally get it. But just let them know so that we know that we can connect with you and get the information to you that you need. So you know what? To be honest with you, I think that's it. That's it. We've made it. Thank you so much to all of the presenters today who took their time. I know you guys are just doing this out of the goodness of your heart to be able to share this with other people. So thank you for taking time to be here. Thank you for taking time to come onto this webinar. Or maybe you're watching this on a replay. Listen, the desire here is to equip and enable you with an opportunity, and we want to be able to walk it with you. So again, reach out to the person that connected you to this. Let them know that you watched. Ask them the questions that you might have that you jotted down with your pen and paper or on your tablet. And we look forward to seeing you take that next step and to continue on this journey of exploring what it looks like to get some of that freedom, to add some of that adventure back to your life. So wonderful to have you. And I just hope that this is the beginning of an amazing adventure for you as you continue down this journey. Have a wonderful day, night, morning, afternoon. Take care.
Thank you.